and the base game is on sale for $30. You can catch right up, play the entire cast, or just get the base cast for $20. But here we go. First set, it's going to be Ladewaybac on this 2B up against Anila from Awesome, which honestly is a character we don't get to see too often, but has received some benefits as of late, but still hasn't quite found their shine, especially in someone like Ryazo, who has made Anila a little bit famous, but has also opted to go for 6. So the fact that we still have Awesome running Anila is a fantastic play and opportunity to see in this bracket.
Yeah, we're in a really interesting spot. As you mentioned, there is a new patch, well, relatively new, that people are still figuring out, and so it's kind of difficult to figure out where the power level of your character lies, and in some cases even where the strengths, where the flow state lies, now that things like DPs have to be evaluated a little bit differently on the risk-reward scale.
Oh, absolutely. And we might get to see that a little bit here on the side of Awesome, and Ladewaybac will have to spend ult in order to get to that vulnerability state, but nice float with the jump M. Crumple state to push forward to that corner.
Off to a good start here. This is where we're talking about the power of that pressure in the corner, but a swing out. Awesome managing to not only get out, but do a little bit of a reversal here. The side swap, bit of a stall in the air. Brave counter gonna push you out, but no longer plus on blocks. You have to be very careful about how you use those.
Absolutely. Nice approach. Just keep swinging with the medium series and a dash up L. That's the 5U quick dash right there to get in close and personal against Awesome. Full sequence, no kill quite yet, but that skill gauge is looking a little worse for wear. We could try to build it up with some of these combination strikes.
There's the Brave counter, get off me. Approach with the sheep as well, trying to get some sort of Oki setup started here, but Ladewaybac doing a great job on defense and turning that around, catching you with the low and closing out the first round.
Seeing this matchup, that's going to be so scary because of the fact that we have that forward advancing attack coming from 2B. Awesome has some great buttons on Anila. We're looking at the far heavy, even 2U could really be beneficial, and beautiful 2H counter hit.
If you want to talk about great buttons, Ladewaybac on that 2B. Just having whip cancelable normals goes such a long way. It can make it very difficult for your opponent to feel comfortable pressing something in neutral. But right now, I think Awesome's found a great way to press some buttons.
Absolutely. And also, thank you so much for Princess Rina giving a nearly $300 donation to the match. Reno, are you kidding me? $299 for that one. Thank you so very much.
Dude, that goes such a long way. That's a motivator for all of these players, getting that little bit of extra funding to be able to go out to more lands, as we see Ladewaybac swinging for the fences with that SSBA and going to get some serious pages.
Just a start. We're trying to strip those Brave points away here. That certainly helps. And Ladewaybac becomes such a threat at that range, but a quick run up DP, very brave, and honestly, you have the life lead to kind of take a small risk like that.
Watch the chip, though. This is getting really scary. Like you said, that life lead, and that is all it's going to take. Great catch in the air there as Awesome closes it out, despite being in a pretty precarious situation.
Absolutely, and that's the threat, right? Quick dash up. We had the medium sequence to press for corner again. Run up throw. Nice, just opting for the regular float this time. A little hesitant on the anti-air, and it's so scary because of how often Ladewaybac has been floating.
I love that animation when 2B just pulls way back, hits you with the baseball bat.
That's a whole one that will be tossed out here.
Delay tech, gotta put you back in the corner. Awesome in a bad spot, but it manages to get a nice little poke in there, send the sheep for your trouble, and get back to neutral.
Oh, yep. That's so unfortunate, right? So sound is, let me pull back the curtain on some fighting game mentality here. It's just in any video game, really. Sound is always going to be the first thing you react to. That's why it becomes so prominent. The unfortunate thing with 2B, you hear the ult sound, so you expect B. That's the one thing I got to spot dodge, right? But you're not going to be able to spot dodge that grenade set up there. That is unfortunate here for Awesome.
Once again, I keep seeing Awesome managing to get Ladewaybac into the corner, but really struggling to convert once you're there. Goes for the ultimate and actually gets the clip because you couldn't fully jump over that with that timing.
There we go. We need a
chain.
chain.
Yeah, you just gotta hold that.
Yeah, honestly, it's a full combo limit set up there just to build up the skill gauge. And that's the thing with Ladewaybac. They'll keep sequencing to build up those resources. Max range heavy with the back special able to convert just enough and stop shy without having to spend skill gauge because we know we've already maxed out.
I really enjoy seeing the way Ladewaybac is threatening with the jump timings, just having like that double jump pressure to the mid-air hovering as well, just a little bit to throw off Awesome. And we've seen it only come out a couple times, but just showing the presence makes Awesome slightly less comfortable.
Absolutely, yeah, it's such a scary thing to have to face off against 2B, but also scary to get caught by that 2H. I'll get to that Brave Boy question a little bit later, Emperor 1-0.
Well, as it stands, there we go. There's that stall. Commits all the way to it, and Awesome had the read, but slightly missed times. Very tricky to get consistently, as Ladewaybac really makes you pay for it. Golf swing.
Ooh. Nice cross-up opportunity here. Very fortunate for Awesome. Can still pressure with the medium sequence. I mean, honestly, oh, and there's dash H. That's huge, honestly. And the close, heavy counter hit. Nice stagger from Awesome. You have SPA. You can really let this rip, and you should be able to close out the round. Ooh.
And all of that off of such a minute piece of adaptation. Ladewaybac was loving those dash-in lows and hit them earlier very consistently. That time around, Awesome gets the block, gets the reaction, and converts all the way into, as you said, an entire round loss.
Oh, all right, bombs away. Tricky timing there. Another option that we might want to opt for is dashing into that bomb sequence. It's going to be one of those things you have to know your opponent's going to do. Beautiful dash H to get the wall bounce, further extension from mid-screen.
We're seeing a lot of counter hits as well. Awesome finding the timings for those mix-ups. That's the danger of those super laggy whiff cancelable normals. If you commit to the whiff cancel and your opponent calls it out, you get blown up. But speaking of blown up, we've seen this before. Double delay tech and the finish.
It's a perfect spacing there for that 2M there, Lentini. That is the ideal position for 2B to really challenge it. That's where she absolutely. It's such an interesting little tug-of-war game that they played. It's been very fascinating to watch this change throughout the life of Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Up next is Kain on the Percival, of course. I'll be as TiempoGris with this Beatrix. Beatrix is one of those characters who did not get touched this patch, which honestly, I think that's great, especially for me, because let's be real, image of perfection right there. But side swap with the throw for Kain already at 50%, so threatening with an alt option, which is that flame carpet we're going to look for later.
I love that skin as well. The mushroom on a stick, the little skewer. Honestly, if I go into battle and my opponent has a mushroom on a skewer that big, I am running.
I'm concerned for a lot of reasons. Why is there a mushroom that large?
I'm out.
What a grab, actually. The command dash does get scooped up. JH expecting a brave counter here from Kain. It's not happening. There's that flame carpet I was alluding to earlier. If the opponent sits in that, that's going to be damage over time, which nothing to panic about immediately, because once you get that first strike, it's off the field.
And we see Tempo's doing a really good job of not letting Kain build resource, right? That's your win con. Get those resources, spend them prolifically. Whoa. However, use those BP. That's another type of resource like you talked about. You have to spend your resources to get those max damage combos, and in that case, super worth it because you get them back at the end of the next round.
Absolutely. That was a brilliant call to go for that Raging Chain there, and very brave 5L on the recovery from Kain. No anti-air, but we're going to at least try to get a little bit of offensive pressure here with the Fireball setup.
We finally see those stocks set up as well. That's
Oh.
something. Oh, that is not safe.
Absolutely. I mean, maximum range on that from Kain. Great patience. Starting with a heavy starter to get maximum damage, and you're in a throw situation. One touch away from death. That's all that Kain needs. Chipping away is also a great option, too.
I love the Brave counter in the corner there. That offensive Brave counter to just lock your opponent down when they finally take their turn swinging out. The ultimate gonna break through. I like the dash back as well. You see Tiempo trying to get Kain to do something, but you know what? Kain more than happy to do so.
See, I tell you, I was waiting, holding my breath, because Beatrix having that Delta clock, she might have been in that one touch to death scenario, but Kain understood the assignment that, hey, I'm down on Brave points. If I get caught by this Delta, it's gonna be over for me. Beatrix, just a powerhouse of a character.
As always, the question, can she find that heavy? Because if she does, like you said, that could be the round. Okay, Brave counter already spending some resources. Brave counter right back into the ultimate skill pressure setups in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. That flame carpet doing damage over time, but Kain already getting pushed out and bullied by Tiempo, who is classically known to do that. The counter hit off of the riding free, not recognizing it immediately, so we went with the full send instead of resetting the combo.
Loving the poke timing from Kain, doing such a good job of catching Tiempo a little bit off tempo. There you go, just like that. The moment Tiempo starts to walk forward and converting it all the way into a corner carry combo for max damage.
That's been so interesting to watch it on the set. Kain is not afraid to press against Tiempo, despite Beatrix being on the screen. One thing I do want to note, lack of anti-airing opportunities from Kain. There's been a few jump-ins that Tiempo's been able to get away with for free, and 2H from Percival is fantastic. Percy also has a great DP that we've not quite seen yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like the DP game has been a very footsies-based, I think, round so far as we get another delay tech there. We're seeing a lot of those tonight. Very potent in this game, even if you are -6 afterwards, because it condenses your guessing game on your wake up.
A little bit riding free there, doesn't full send. We got the light version, still pressuring to you into the Thunderbird here to try to gain the advantage, but guard cancel again from Kain here.
Oh, there's that jump fake. Oh, doesn't commit though. Great bait from Tiempo, catching Kain. A little bit of a reversal here, sliding into those DMs, but he gets blocked.
I am thoroughly impressed by the timing from Tiempo to grab the back special from Kain here. That Lord Strike, the command dash there, every time has been grabbing and not afraid to take a step closer to Percival.
The timing there again from Tiempo, getting that Brave counter at just the right moment. Ooh, watch the chip out.
That's
they both went for it at the same time. Thunderbird gonna get Brave countered back, and we are one hit away. Finally manages to find it, and Kain takes the round.
Oh my goodness, the absolute panic there is sold out. Like, that's unlimited seating. They actually have a maid cafe pulling up at Arc World Tour, so if you're into, having a good time relaxing while you're watching some great video games, including Granblue, that's a great opportunity. Yeah, a little tea time, a little snack. Alma rice, baby.
But as we're talking, it looks like these guys are ready to go. Teiga versus Dragalia, like we said, the Lancelot into the Narmaya, the battle of the swordies.
Absolutely. Lancelot is a bit of a rarity stateside nowadays. Of course, Teiga is a Dragon Knight player through and through. I know that we also have, oh my goodness, Lennox is another one that we have at least stateside, and we just saw Benita's last night in Paragon, so very few and far between. But honestly, Dragalia out here has been on a tear with this Narmaya.
Yeah, whenever I see the Dragalia, the Narmaya, the question I always have is, how are you going to set up that Setsuna pressure? It is a fantastic move. It is core to the character's neutral play, but there's so many different ways to utilize it.
Also, on the opposite side of the coin here is the corner carry prowess that is Lancelot, especially with that ult ice ball that we just saw. Good air-to-air decision to call out the Crescent Slash. And we're at max range. We're going to put you right back in the corner with the ult Gorilla Blade off the wall. Oh, Teiga, you just have enough resources here. Could you do it?
I think so. Yes, you can. Callouts from both sides there. We saw the slide under with the blade impulse, and then somehow Narmaya Dragalia wasn't able to quite find the opening because Teiga stayed one step ahead, turned it around anyway, closing out that round and looking poised to set up this one following right after.
Tech. Oh, goes for another blade impulse. Yo, the JL! The free mix-up, like that was the mistake. That should have been Teiga getting caught by a 2H from Dragalia, but we weren't even ready for the side swap there. The fadeaway jumper, are you kidding me?
Ooh, goes for the flip on the EX there, cross up. I'm just gonna use my BP, get right out of there, and set up those ice shards. Go to sleep.
Go. Crossed up, we got better corner positioning here. Oh, does it continue on the Rekka? Off the wall, tries to take as much time as we can before we drop to try to bait out a DP attempt. There it is.
Timing mix-ups from Dragalia there. Like you mentioned, there's no finish on the Rekka. Oh, okay. I like the idea. Unfortunately, it's patch 2.0, which means that's a counter hit this time around. Holy damage, Batman.
I love that change, though. Like, finally, you're all going to pay for ripping these DPs, feeling like you're the king or queen of the world. Not anymore.
Yeah, it will be no longer. But this is exactly what we talked about, right? The risk-reward posture of how you go about certain things, whether it's neutral, whether it's those Oki-Zemi situations, has shifted ever so slightly, and the onus is now on all of the players to figure out how they're going to adjust their game plans accordingly.
Lancelot versus Narmaya.
So we're running right back into it. No character swaps, just a little bit of a deep breath there. I respect it. Going into round number 2, Teiga with the advantage.
A couple 5U interactions here. Again, trying to bait those anti-airs. And by golly, that's the second time I've seen Teiga try to anti-air the Crescent. It's not incorrect, right? It is definitely a gap you can during certain Crescent slashes coming from Dragalia, but the fact that we keep spending in a tight window makes it tricky.
I like that little shimmy in neutral from Teiga. Didn't get too much off of it, but still showing that presence. We've seen that presence on both sides. Both of them making it obvious that if you're going to mash on me, you're going to get counter hit.
Battle 2. Engage.
So getting through round 2 here.
Dash in.
Off the wall, so very good for Teiga here to maintain that corner, but nice, actually stealing back the turn after 200 DP there. Very risky stuff from Dragalia. Again, as we saw, that counter hit damage can be devastating.
Spending the resources, get me out of the corner, hold this Setsuna, but Teiga finds a way in anyway with that jump in. Does not get hit by the low this time. Great spacing on the step back.
Oh no, Teiga walked into it, and we'll have to spend a brave point to push it right back. All right, we're at least off the wall.
Now, how do we spend our resources here? You've got some to work with. Just goes for the mix-up on the reset and finds it. Both of them on their last legs there. Teiga finding yet another round.
I wanted to believe for a very brief moment. After spending that last brave point for Teiga, I thought, okay, maybe we have a sequence where we build it a feeder to spend super, but my, oh my. Risky decision from Teiga, but still paid off.
Oh, Setsuna pressure, the classics. This is what we were talking about. How are you going to use those powerful moves? Goes for the ultimate, but for the second time now, Teiga reading the timing at that range and jumping in to get these reversal combos. Oh, Loki setup actually goes a little bit over the head there.
A little too far away there, unfortunately, and wasn't late enough to try to get that block stun here, but it does set up a situation where Dragalia might feel comfortable trying to rip a DP, so there's layers to it.
Ooh, speaking of comfort, I feel like Dragalia is going to a little bit lost comfort here. You have no BP on your side of the screen. Getting close to having a Skybound art. Doesn't go for it though. Instead, the ultimate get off into a crescent move.
Really trying to shimmy. Teiga is really trying to play around with Dragalia's expectations. But notice that with no brave points, Dragalia is keeping it locked down like Fort Knox, but unfortunately opens up for one more close M, and Teiga will close it out.
Well, I'll tell you what, Teiga's the one walking away with the gold. That is for sure, with a 2-0 there, really showing
on this side of the globe. And of course, Yozamitsu versus Ryazo finally stepping up. And Ryazo, as I said, going to be on 6. And a lot of folks would like Ryazo to play Anila here, but we're trying to lock in. And it seems like 6 is always the go-to. We just saw Ryazo compete as well last night with this 6. 2H from Yozamitsu.
Yeah, 6 is such a cool character. The ultimate berserker coming in. But now we get to see ultimate speed and aggression versus that mix-up stance-heavy long-range neutral. Though as I say that, it seems like it's Yozamitsu who's going in right now.
5L, quick raging chain here just to finish the job. Beautiful confirm.
Yeah. No calculus to be had on that one. I want damage right now. Give me that raging chain.
Oh, and that is certainly going to happen here with that reduced health on 6. That helps out tremendously for Narmaya to really make a point.
Ooh. He is stubby, though. That is one of the downsides. Manages to get in this time. Can Yoza get him off, or is this going to be a little bit of a rinse and repeat of the last set, where once your opponent gets in, you start to run low on resources, and it could be a real struggle to reset that neutral as we get the counter hit.
Off the wall, you could spend super here, and I imagine we do, yeah, just to get that brave point back. And now wait a minute here, actually, I don't know. All right, I was gonna say it was a step away from kill.
Oh, it's gonna put you in a terrible spot now. We're in that spot, like the chip damage is such a threat here. Just needs one great opener. Oh, tech. Playing that spacing game, so scary.
way that Yozamitsu made that jump in by the time Ryazo got to the wall stick, like that was kind of said and done. Jabbing?
Another delay tech. Oh, finally gets it. That was way too close.
Yeah, it literally was just a touch was all that Yozamitsu needed to at least get the victory here, but Ryazo, same thing, off of any chip, right? So Yozamitsu had a bit of desperation on the offense, but it was necessity, in fact, just to stay alive.
Yoza was just so aware as well of what Ryazo was trying to do. Could tell you're just going to keep pressing special until you get this kill. So throwing out those invincible options, throwing out the DP to counter as well, and it almost got him there. Great bait.
It doesn't matter how many times these two cross paths in Granblue, it's still going to be inevitable that you fall for the Crescent Slash Alt Edition. Missing the conversion on 2H, but needs one more strike on any special to finish the job. And Yozamitsu commits to that DP.
And what a game number one here. Yoza showing so much prowess on both the offense and the defense. Ryazo almost started to show that indomitable rushdown spirit, but I guess Yoza just, the protagonist, just wanted it more.
Oh, nice JL. Once again, just to call it out. We saw that from Teiga as well, the quick reactions.
Ooh, what a catch on the low on the approach there. Ryazo was not ready for it, forced to use resources to get out. Now getting an opportunity of your own. We saw what happened last time Ryazo got this started. Let's see if we can get a rinse and repeat on this wake up.
One break. Oh no, that is said and no, not done. Ryazo, whoa!
This keeps happening.
Hey!
Please, finish your plate.
All your
The veggies aren't that bad. But my man's got carrots sitting there on the edge of the plate, and he's struggling to scarf them down as Yoza steals it away again.
That is tragic. You had 6 claw execution available. You could have pushed for corner. You could have pushed for the full extension to kill, and then suddenly the drop tries to call out a reversal and gonna get scooped for your trouble. You're putting Yozamitsu in a great position to close this out.
You do get the teleport to get out of the corner, resetting that neutral, a place where 6 is really going to thrive with the speed. The block string's pushing you down, but catches him swinging as Yoza gets the counter hit. The Crescent Moon overhead into the throw. Nice little tick setup. Trying to get a reset, no dice. Yoza once again finding a way out of the corner.
Man, oh no. Oh no. But if Saki says that I gotta check the tapes, then by all means, I will gladly check the tapes on that one here. That is unfortunate. But here we are though, our next set in top 8, Ladewaybac versus Kain.
Battle 1.
See how this goes. The Percival versus the the 2B, the big swords. That's what I'm thinking of here. That neutral's gonna go crazy at the mid-range.
Shall see. I mean, of course, Kain does have a few options on the side of Percival to try to contest, but it's so scary, as he said, with the forward advancing normals from 2B. Heavy is going to be a terrifying sequence, but we do have damage over time with this flame carpet, and these dash Ls are going to keep 2B locked in the position.
Yeah, locked down in the corner right now, but more than happy to swing out and already showing the presence of that throw game. Nice proper tech there, no delays to be had. I want my plus frames. Ooh,
right there, got the super.
There. Not quite enough to kill, but it's real close. Delay tech, hold this pod pressure. Kain finding a way in. Is this going to connect? Yes, it is. Hold up. Hold up. Oh.
Very well done here. Thanks to the reduction of those brave points to help out with that situation.
And that goes to show the brave points, they keep coming back tonight. I'm so glad that chatter asked about them early so they're on the mind. The way you have to manage your resources in this game is so precise.
No, that is a key factor here in so many instances, especially from the side of Percival, who has the ability to really kind of keep this pressure in the corner. But the Mirage push
You
out.
got to keep them locked down. It doesn't matter how many options you have if your opponent reads what you've got. Speaking of the reads, the counter hit, that's the classic against 2B. Catches her swinging. Ooh, great look.
Yeah, I mean, very little that you could do. Had at least a pixel of health before we got into the chip sequence there, so Ladewaybac. So that one more block before a special needing to open up, but Kain still relentless with that offense.
Trying to build stock immediately upon round start. Ends up mostly getting away with it. Now you're up to 3 here. See if we can maybe start to get something really started with those. They haven't been a huge threat so far.
Good life lead. And yeah, honestly, I like that positioning here right on top of the flame carpet. We're not going to give it up. You put Ladewaybac in a position where they have to press inside the flame, which means that's free damage for Kain without having to do much of anything. You just have to block.
Slide into the pressure, continuing to keep it mounting. Like you said, sitting in that flame carpet, but once you have the opportunity to go in, Kain more than happy to do so. But Ladewaybac getting another leash on life with the Skybound Dragon.
Stacker 2L has to be so careful because of this lack of brave points. We do have a massive opportunity though. If Kain can, oh no!
Oh no!
Cross under! Ladewaybac doesn't have the meter to get the full conversion, but we just keep swinging anyways. If you run into it, that's your own fault.
Should have blocked. Man, what a way for that round to end. Kain had so much momentum, so much pressure, but Ladewaybac finds that one opening, takes advantage of your defensive weakness. You're going to take an extra 50% damage. I'll just swing an extra 50% more.
Breaker here. No way! Let's go for the command dash in a close heavy counter hit. Big opportunity. Send the super.
Let those Beyblades rip. Maximum damage in the corner. We got stocks for days. Not a whole lot you can do about that as Kain takes the round.
And that's what's so terrifying about the back special from Percival, that you have several decisions that you can make in that brief moment of time where, you know, Ladewaybac could try to interact, but man, it comes at you so fast.
I like that little bit of adaptation on round start as well. Rather than immediately trying to build stocks, Kain waited a second, Ladewaybac tried to punish, spot dodge into now getting a free charge, and not a whole lot Ladewaybac can do about that because you're an end line. Oh, he's countered this. Kain's just got the timing now.
Chain, yeah. Full send for corner. This is a great spot for Ladewaybac. We take a couple steps away, we can start to pressure with heavy. Oh, Lade opting for the cheeky float overhead opener.
I love it. The timing mix-up, because you see Kain trying to do a little bit of a fuzzy block there. Go high, then go low. Ladewaybac stalling it out, and now Kain on the back foot on this game-taking potential round. Ooh.
That's actually a beautiful position for 2B to take. At full screen, the medium special is almost instantaneous, and Kain doesn't have a lot to really contend with it here. So Ladewaybac waiting for a moment to let it rip, but also not afraid to pressure in. We did get to see at least a back special get shut down by Kain, yet still Ladewaybac coming out on top, clearly.
I like that you mentioned that. A little bit of a kind of a momentum mix-up, right? Because you're transitioning. See right there, we saw the transition. You're going between hyper-offensive, throwing out all of these whiff-cancelable normals or on-hit cancelable, you better believe it, and then just slowly walking back, trying to bait Kain into doing something like that. You can steal your turn back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We wanted at least a little bit of a dash to get that throw, and we're way outside on that one here. And beautiful reaction from Lade to get the 2L.
Ooh, went for the float again. This time, Kain not letting you get away with that twice, throwing you into the corner for it. Delay tech, put you back into the disadvantage, and these block strings, so much pressure. They are boxing. Nice timing there from Kain. Counter hit. Another counter hit. Oh, he is swinging right now as Kain with a statement, a series of reads, walking away with that round. Delay tech here. Dash in, gets another counter hit. At this point, I feel like every opening from Kain is just counter hit after counter hit. The cross up as well. Ladewaybac wasn't ready to end up on that side. Gets hit. Now the Brave counter gonna reset neutral. Finally, Ladewaybac getting...
That's such a scary spot, right? It's still going to be 2B's turn after the block back medium special there. which is the chain that comes through. Oh, DP, very fortunate for that DP to connect.
Yeah, it was a weird scenario. Ladewaybac going high. We're seeing a lot of time spent in the air from Ladewaybac, taking full advantage of those aerial mix-ups.
Light sequence. Yo, that's the one window of opportunity Kain needs. What a counter poke here. That was the 5L, I'm pretty sure. Oh, but still.
Ladewaybac found it, but the number of counter hits from Kain is insane. Oh yeah, you're gonna eat some serious damage for that one. No, instead, Kain opting to get those charges going.
All right, so let that flame carp to come through. Nice dash L.
Spending all the resources, and as a result, not a lot to work with on the defense here. Slowly coming back, but Ladewaybac trying to get as much out of this conversion as possible before it's too late.
Mika-chan Typhoon with the $1.69 contribution. Thank you so very much.
Nice. Ooh, the slide in low. That's something that Ladewaybac all the way through this bracket. Double clash, and what better way for it to end? Double clash into, guess what?
One of the most honest characters in this game, and I'll not have you slander my character that way. Anyways, we have Sandalphon here up against Versusia. Absolutely not. You know, Lance has been locked in a dungeon for years now in the gacha game. When are we going to let him out? We visit him every year. He's still in there.
Look, he's trying his best. It's real scary in the outside world. Oh, I feel like he's grinding in there.
No, he's locked. Like, he's literally...
See, that's what you think. It's Uncle Iroh from Avatar.
Oh,
he's doing push-ups.
okay.
He's doing pull-ups. As soon as he comes out, it's over for everybody else.
Well, Autonomous on the Sandalphon here up against Versusia. Sandalphon, very interesting character. Still a lot to be discovered here, but such a versatile character in those forms. But more often than not, we're seeing a lot of players kind of opt for the default form, which is light. Tons of damage off of it anyways. You're not sacrificing, you know, your defense by transforming into one of the other elements.
Yes, that is something to really keep in mind with this character. I think some people, with how new he is, don't realize just how risky it is to utilize those elements, especially the wind element, when you take 20% extra damage, even if you are faster, even if you do have that air dash. So the risk reward is very calculated as you optimize the character.
So we can take this fire position here. Nice, actually, look at the wall splat, full conversion. Since we have SSBA, it's gonna hurt.
Ooh,
or SBA rather. Yeah.
Celestial Dominion doesn't matter if you're forced to block for 45 seconds.
One more off the wall, not enough to get the finish here. Try to go for the medium down special.
Again with that deadly flare, force him to block, but we are getting very low on life here. Starting to have to watch that chip out right about now.
A couple ults, good spot dodge here, that's critical. 17 seconds left, and we go for the back special here. Good shot from Autonomous. Risky, though, because if Siero would have had the reaction, which, granted, at that range, if you reacted to it, you're insane. Like, that's the most insane reaction.
F1 driver right there.
Yeah, like, seriously.
Yeah, Autonomous with the risk reward working out there. Now playing super safe, kind of dashing back, going into that stance, waiting to see what Versusia does.
Nice, quick light. Full combo. Oh, too high for that one here, but you do get the additional block stun because of the slashes.
Yeah, I love those little first in line setups that you can do there as you spend the brave counter going into elemental form. And just burns it simple and clean. Kingdom Hearts, nothing too crazy here.
Actually, it's a pretty crazy series, George.
Okay, yes, a little bit, yeah.
All right,
possibly an even more convoluted timeline than this game.
Game one, said and done here. Autonomous coming out on top.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, nice. I do like first line, trying to warp in and challenge the DP attempt, but not quite able to get the punish. Earth form.
Yeah, Siero
slower, but does get the additional damage.
So confident that you're going to go for the jump in or something that can be caught with that opener there. Not able to find it, though, as Autonomous completely turns this around, and I love the water form setups as well on the walk-in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or you might be cooked.
This character cooks, absolutely. Easy 10k damage, no problem.
Yeah, thank you. Next. Ariana Grande out here.
Stagger pressure here. Just pushing away. And that's unfortunate, actually. Being able to snipe out the 5U install, Siero has to be careful on that.
Does get it though, and burns it, trying to make something happen. Autonomous just punishing with a DP. Nothing too crazy. That a spot dodge on the deadly flare? It was kind of hard to see.
Oh, yeah. Just sneak in. Oh, goes for the 5U ender there. High enough to get the earth install. We want for that corner position. Yes, controlling that forward ground momentum.
Not overextending as well. We're seeing Autonomous willing to give up a little bit of space, not trying to play directly in your face, instead taking advantage of those powerful approach tools that you have against Siero, who maybe has some big buttons of their own, but doesn't have the walk speed to back it up.
Sandy is a lot of fun. I like to call him Sir Sassy Pants out here.
Sassy Pants?
He's Sir Sassy Legs out here.
Oh.
If you know where that's from, you are a gem if you know where that's from.
Oh, okay. A little Siegfried action going on there.
Yes, Ashuraa on the Siegfried. Teiga. No stranger to Siegfried. Oh, 2M not biting on the full Orc and follow-ups there.
Locking down this corner. Great usage of that movement from Lancelot, though. That's something that we were talking about matchup knowledge, right? Can you deal with these instant air specials that a character like Lancelot has to break out of the corner?
Betzval with the alt DP out of the corner. That heavy. Definitely going to be troublesome. The far heavy from Siegfried, but beautiful 2H into the alt impulse blade here just to get the crumple restand.
The beautiful cross-up combo options that you have there as well. Putting your opponent all the way in the opposite corner, all because they made the mistake of jumping in, fool that they are.
All right, now Teiga with that max range heavy, not once, but twice throughout the set here. Let's not see you.
Great call out there from Teiga, continuing to keep the pressure on, taking one round saying, I want more. Ooh, but the counter hit and the punish off.
Try to go for that spot dodge there. Nice. Fortunately, off the wall was not close enough for that 2H. No follow-up. Oh, the cross under works all the better here for Teiga. Very fortunate.
That's the classic right there. You just walk a little bit forward. Your opponent's not ready to accidentally cross you up. And now you're holding these Ice Shard Oki setups.
I looked them over to pause. That Teiga gave a big counter hit. 2M finish. That's unfortunate. You waited for what you expected was some sort of reversal after the super, and they decided to do it a frame later than when you decided to open up.
One thing you always have to be ready for as Teiga in a matchup like this is, yes, you have all the movement options, you have all of the pressure, all of the mix-ups in the neutral, but Ashuraa has the damage.
Oh, absolutely. 2H. Nice, actually using the Rekka just to get a step forward here, get the full conversion. Classic Lance play. Oh, stay blocking. You know Teiga doesn't have those reactions. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, and there's patch 2.0 right there. Blocking the Brave counter leaves you -2 on defense, giving Teiga the opportunity to press that advantage, taking that game.
Unbelievable. You age check Teiga live right here?
Oh, no. Not the boomer check.
2H again. The accuracy from Teiga on these heavy normals has been superb.
For that damage, though, Ashuraa got you in the corner. That Siegfried pressure.
Okay. Turbulence, alt edition to get the side swap. Nice. Finding the timing on the spot dodge here. And blocking the DP. Teiga's seen it one too many times. He get called out again.
I'm waiting to see Monigans become a threat, and it just hasn't with the way Teiga is playing. The pace of the game is just shutting down those options.
Oh, yo. This is neutral supreme Teiga. Off the wall, finish the job with a strike. Another button will do.
But it's not even like Ashura's doing things badly. Teiga's just one step ahead with that mix-up game, knows what Ashura's going to do. Just like that, was so ready for the round opener.
The spacing has been insane. All right, dash out.
Spot dodge timing as well.
Oh, stagger.
Oh my goodness. Bro, I feel like it's just always Teiga's turn. Go talk to mom. It's my turn on the advantage state. She told me.
Oh, the cross up
no.
goes for the 5U to do it. Off the wall with the right. Let's stabilize it with the raging chain. Yo, send it home.
Oh.
Teiga, you got this full combo sequence.
Oh.
It's a wrap 2-0 over Ashuraa. That's what we love to see. Lancelot, most honest character in Granblue ever. Traveled competitors here, and now we're going to get to see one more time. It's going to be EU, it's going to be US, it's going to be Japan, Korea, you name it. All these qualifiers coming together. Ryazo, speaking of, one of those qualifiers up against Autonomous on their Sandalphon. And of course, Ryazo did practice a little bit of Sandalphon last night, was running that, but not quite comfortable in the character yet.
I feel like it's a great move, especially this close to a big tournament, to just make sure that you're ready for a new character like that. Maybe the intricacies that aren't super obvious when you're just watching the 10-minute Arxis, this is what the character does video. So exciting to see players experimenting.
Absolutely. This character, I mean, Sandalphon is still just an open canvas of a character in terms of being able to convert to bigger damage. But now it's the neutral we got to worry about, especially against a character like Six, who can really kind of bait out a lot of those reversal attempts here. Now that you're caught in the corner, nice call out. That's the medium down special there coming from Sandalphon.
It's a pretty aggressive start, mostly from Ryazo's side. I feel like this has just been Ryazo forcing Autonomous to hold that pressure, and you can see that in the resource management as well, as Ryazo takes round number 1 in style. We're going into round 2, and the onus is on Autonomous to figure out a way just to swing back and make your opponent respect you in neutral.
Oh, see that bait right there that I was talking about earlier, right? Just to call out an anti-air attempt. And still able to find the dash L opportunity to get that DP.
I don't know about you, but I want to see that wind element come out. I want to see the full speed battle on both sides of this. I'm just turning him into 6 2.0. Why not?
Oh, absolutely. Right, off the wall, 6-ball execution here. Just goes for the reset. You don't have anything to get that hard knockdown fight. You just need your build.
Great slide in there as well. That Zohar strike. So many options off of it. Even if you don't have element yet, you get to decide, do I want some Oki? Do I want to get my element up? So far, it feels like Autonomous more focused on keeping the pressure going. Finally, we get some fire.
Oh, nice. Bringing chain. One more. There it is. The ult for the finish.
Nice close out there, Ryazo. Looking pretty strong in that game number 1. I feel like I'm already seeing the knowledge of your opponent's character. I think playing it has gone a long way to being aware of how to take advantage of the weaknesses in neutral with just the mix-ups of the approaches that Ryazo is throwing at Autonomous right now. Ooh, stuff like that. Show the pressure.
The demons there to stop the forward sequence here. At least just the attempt for Autonomous to close the gap. Does get Earth install, but my God, what a heavy counter hit.
Ooh, let's see if you can do anything with that. See those Ecliptica setups if you even get a chance, as Ryazo forcing out the Brave counter. Okay, now we got some momentum started. Oh! Blow him up.
Unfortunately, the reset there. Snipes the empty hand with a DP. Now we're about even. Well, hold on. It is 6, so I wanted to say even on health, but it's only visually that way.
Even as a state of mind with the way Ryazo plays this character.
Battle 2.
Okay, but yeah, we saw a little bit. You're talking about like the health situation. Again, that 10% debuff when you're in Earth form or Water form right now, for that matter, goes a long way. Let's see, can you get these Fireball setups? Yes, you can. Walk in on them. Great counter hit there from Autonomous, starting to really come alive. Put some respect on the name, finally on the board.
Battle 3.
Jump. Oh, okay. Very risky spot dodge and an empty hand there too, but he's still able to clash with 5L.
Team Ryazo really apt to take to the skies, taking advantage of these mix-ups. Very similar to what we were seeing with the 2B gameplay earlier, right? If you've got those mix-ups in the air, not a lot of characters do, you might as well flaunt them. Ooh, send in the Shadow Clone.
Gets away. Oh no, I didn't think it was gonna hit either. That's so unfortunate. Autonomous getting caught with that Gate of Demons.
Ooh. One more opportunity here, but you're down to 1 BP. Do you spend it on a Brave counter? Yes, you do. This is looking dicey, but you got a lot of resources to work with. Autonomous trying to create space. Do you go for a buff? No, goes in instead. Ryazo maybe trying to bait it out, ends up paying for it. And now at least you're going to get 1 BP back on the board, even in and out.
Hey. No shot. You can't do that. Hold on. First.
Bro.
Oh no. No!
Especially at that point in the match, your opponent has consistently been showing such strength in neutral, and you have your one chance to steal a game, you gotta bet it all.
I think you probably want to start respecting the normals that Sandalphon has. Like, the far heavy is a great button for the character. Ooh, nice 5U. We got Teiga and Ladewaybac that loses quarters to continue on here in this top 8.
Yes, we do. It's gonna be a flashy set. I love watching both of these characters. Exciting to see how the close range dagger is gonna go up against the long range dual wielding swords.
Yeah, this matchup is a key factor of it is literally Teiga getting these knockdowns against Ladewaybac. Without any true reversal options outside of this ult here and some Brave points, Teiga could just run this entire set. It's not a good look for 2B unless she gets that space that she needs throughout those heavies or interact with the medium press. But Teiga's gonna get a reset here. Not going for super.
I think the air game is going to be interesting as well because both of these players have shown a proclivity to using their characters' air mix-up options as Teiga takes that first round. But in doing so, both of them tried mix-ups in the air, worked a whole lot better for Teiga. That classic round start. Teiga loves that option.
Well, one is to shut down the approach from 2B. If you want to talk about somebody who's probably studied this matchup a lot, Teiga has probably done that because of the pure vitriol that Teiga has. This character just absolute hate. This is not going to be a pleasant match. It's going to be absolute disrespect and hate towards this character.
He studied the blade. Ooh, okay. And this is why you hate the matchup. Hold a little bit of pod pressure as well. Hit him with the golf swing into these rinse and repeats. And the wake up Oki so oppressive, getting the throw. Again, just rinse and repeat in the corner, this time with a low.
2M, but the jump is already out.
Swan?
No.
Ladewaybac Swan?
Hey. It was only minus 2.
Why you getting hit?
See, but it was that small delay, because I know you wanted a BC war, but that just is not the same thing anymore. We're not in prior 2.0 life.
You know what, Ladewaybac? I'll give it up. I was so confident you were just going to let him do his thing, except he got out of the corner, but no. Found a way through with a counter hit, converted it beautifully, and looking to convert into a full game here. Oh my goodness, is this a perfect?
Low 2L. Oh no, George. It sure is.
Oh.
All right, take a moment. All right, I guess we're not taking a moment. Here we go.
Deep breaths. We're gonna take that deep breath real fast here. Hit him with the inhale, exhale. All right, let's go. And again, Ladewaybac catching those jump-ins.
Oh, chase down with the dash elbow. Too far for the 2M. Yeah, that deep run in, it looked like an opportunity to challenge, but unfortunately it was a trap. Ladewaybac gonna go coast to coast.
Ooh, great mix up there from Teiga. So competent in the corner, jumping off of the wall. This time, the respect is given on the high-low approach mix-up. Ladewaybac, just waiting patiently, getting a turn, and finally, you got that 50% meter to start throwing a threat.
Nice side swap here. The heavy sequence. Build up as much as we can with another blade impulse off the wall.
Oh. Again, resets here. Ladewaybac content to block, and it pays off very well. Picking the perfect time to go in, spending the resources, taking the round after it looked like Teiga was in advantage for so long.
Battle 2. Engage.
No turbulence round start, but excellent timing there to go for the blade impulse. Call out that heavy start. Oh, delay, but the medium sequence falling for it here. And that's one of the most nerve-wracking things about this matchup is it does seem like you can press at those ranges, or the 2B has given you enough of a gap where you can try to challenge through your far-reaching normals, but that's just not the case. She can quickly smother you with a 5M.
See the exit, a little bit of a bait there. I think Teiga trying to bait Ladewaybac into thinking, I'm going to jump out of the corner. Ladewaybac going for something into, trying to get a pressure string started, but Teiga turning it around beautifully. Finally, his turn. Teleport's going to get caught out yet again. Oh, reset.
Oh, no.
Man.
Not quite enough here.
Ooh,
no! You had to hold the corner there, unfortunately. But even if you did, you were in dire worse because they're expensive.
They're so expensive.
Oh, you think I can
yourself
fly?
an
It's
outlet.
funny you think I fly southwest out of here.
I mean, it is in the Southwest. Like,
It's true. You would think.
the idea is there.
Wait, Southwest has you. It's. Oh no, it is feast or famine out there to pick a seat, as I recall. Anyway, Kain out here in winners finals up against Yozamitsu.
Once again, Narmaya, yeah, bottom one character on the screen. Can we get some buffs, please? Up against Kain on the Percival, looking so comfortable with this character.
There's the back throw.
Okay. Little catch there. Nobody committing too hard. Okay. All right.
I mean,
you got it.
Yo, let me run up here. The Lord strike here, the low coming out.
Battle 2.
What a round. Kain getting aggressive.
Hold on, wait, we got right through the Setsuna right away? Holy smokes, Kain going pedal to the metal at round start.
Yeah, getting those 5 stocks expeditiously as well. Yoza forced to play defense, finally thinking, okay, now's my time to swing, pull out a Setsuna or something, gets counter hit one more time, and once again, back to 5 stocks.
That sword is new, Diver. New sword for Percival.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Oh no, I heard the stance swap and suddenly Kain wants to press.
We've seen that twice in just that one round. Yoza trying to create some pressure with that stance option select, but Kain like, well, there's one option that'll get through here. What if I just hit a button?
I'm already in close light range, so I may as well keep pressing.
Yeah, why not?
Already maxed out. Does go for the lights here, 2M.
I like that little micro dash forward into the jab checks. Keep him honest.
Heavy. Already capped out.
Great tech. Setsuna gonna get called out as well. Into the immediate low.
Oh! Huge backdash from Kain to get a little bit of space, calling out that dash L attempt from Yozamitsu. We've seen it time and time again, but still, Yozamitsu being relentless, finally getting that last bit of health away from Kain. I thought for sure we were gonna get that jump over sequence in the corner, and Kain just not able to get the full conversion.
Yoza really threw like 5 lows out in a row, saying bet.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk backwards eventually. I see that big sword. I know what kind of spacing you want. Ooh, whip there.
Oh, nice. Actually covering the transient with a crescent slash right after, so it trades out.
Funky little double counter hit scenario there as Kain manages to start getting the buff stack. We saw how strong that was in the first round. This time, though, Yoza punishing it immaculately, giving an opportunity for a reset into the corner to possibly take the round.
Camp down on the sequence there. It's good respect from Kain here on that crescent slash. Not pressing, that's very important. So now that you've side sold, yo, he's
okay.
Hey.
Okay.
hey. You said, Kain,
Yes,
please don't
though?
reach for the sword. Kain, please don't touch it. And just every single
No.
set note say, don't touch.
Bad. No sword.
Goodness. Okay, well, Yozamitsu in complete control in game number 3 right now.
And now you're playing that minigame. Am I going to crescent moon in the corner?
Oh,
no. No, I am not.
Oh, no. This is going to hurt. You're not going to get your super, so you go for ult into extension combo.
Ooh, speaking of extensions, going for that crescent as well. Once again, Kain very good at preventing those crescent hits in the corner. The downside, though, is eventually you got to hit a button, and Yoza has been so good at predicting and punishing it. How does he know when you're going to swing every time?
Yozamitsu has been through thick and thin with Narmaya, bracket after bracket, but a 2H, that's the timing right there. We saw Teiga trying to call it out earlier, but unfortunately, this one not going through a block stream gap, so does have that big call opening, but it was so preemptive that it was able to connect.
Stuck in the fire and the flames there. We see Yoza feeling pressured to get out of the corner, and Kain punishing it very well. And now, once again, we got those stocks online. The win con set up. Yoza on the back foot. Ooh, the advantage on the pressure, though.
Corner, nice. Got a little achieved here. BC's right out. Oh no. Nice. I like that we go for the command dash. Tries to get the command grab out of it. Or regular grab, excuse me.
Yoza playing those mind games, just sitting there waiting, hoping you'll press a button. Didn't get that initial Setsuna, but covered the offensive pressure off of it very well, recognizing Kain's still locked down in the corner. He's going to do something aggressive eventually. That's been the name of the game. Also worth noting, by the way, for those who are noticing that we're still playing this set, best of 5 territory here in Winners Finals.
Yes. Oh, big counter hit. Max range off the wall with the heavy ender of the dash.
That's one thing that Kain has been so consistent in punishing. Ooh, speaking of punishes, let's get another one going here. Use all my resources, get that max damage.
Oh, just about to be enough here. We need the chip. Yeah, the flame carpet not going to chip you out, but hey, being smothered by that spot dodge certainly will.
2. Engage.
Oh, no punish? Okay. Getting a little bit slow on that. Now to find it, but great positioning there. Again, we've seen that a few times now. Kain is really opting to go for those stocks instead of Oki. And when you can get that flame carpet going, it's doing wonders. But when you can't, it's giving Yoza one more opportunity in the neutral.
Nice interrupt right there. 5L, get away from me. All right, couple pokes at the far end.
That time going for pressure, getting the flame carpet going in the corner. This is really bad. We see that life slowly chipping away, and there's nothing you can do to escape as Kain closes it out. We're going to game 5.
Believe in victory.
Goodness.
Battle 1. Engage.
All right, so final game. Come on and slam. All right,
Ooh,
yo, wake up. Let's keep pressing 5L anyway. All right.
I call it a grab tech. That's what I'm going for.
Clash, yeah, immediate grab. Fastest option that we have. Doesn't have to worry about the risk of DP in case the opponent sets spot dodge there. Nice crescent.
So many buttons being pressed right now. This is ridiculous.
This is Kain trying to catch up in terms of the battle of attrition here. Shipping out, nice medium poke.
Really good at finding those pokes against Yoza, who's trying to get into that like threatening, maybe Setsuna range. Yoza taking it though, on match point right now.
Battle 2. Engage.
Slide into the DMs, get those max stocks. Thank you very much. That's a win condition for Kain, but can he convert off of it in the neutral? Gets the low.
Away here with this flame carpet. Damage over time, certainly beneficial, but Yozamitsu not afraid to challenge. Tried to crest it over the fireball, but not gonna work.
Flame carpet right back at you. We're playing on both sides right now, but Yoza once again, 2 in a row, manages to get out of that setup in this critical moment, taking you into the Skybound art, closing out the round, closing out the set, and moving on. Friends don't let friends tilt Q. Unless you really want it. If you really want it, no. You know what? You know what? I got you. I'll be in your corner.
Battle 1.
Now we are moving down to loser side. We're in loser semis territory right now, so back in best of 3, which means every round is going to count that much more as Ladewaybac off to an aggressive start.
Also just waiting for you to fall because that is a ult 6-claw execution position right there.
Oh.
Away. Jab attempt. Ryazo without any brave points, just the single one left, right? So extra damage possibility. Massive JH and Ladewaybac. Hammer. Back
You're talking
EX
about
special.
Not just extra damage, but extra damage against 6. That can go a long way. And this is what it looks like. You know who does have resources is Ladewaybac. Give me those Raging Chain extensions.
Battle 2.
Clean finish. This next round here. Back to first and 2 territory in this loser semis.
Yeah, this is getting already pretty spicy. Ryazo has been on a tear through this losers bracket, has looked so confident, but honestly, so has Ladewaybac, and only one of them can move forward. I've been very impressed with the way Ladewaybac holds the corner. Ryazo has options to get out, but doesn't have a lot of chances with that help.
Great tech, but look at that maximum spacing there on the heavy, so we can close the gap, continue pressure, bombs away, tries to empty hand right through, and that's a fair call. NorCal, Granblue with the raid, thank you so very much, greatly appreciate it.
Ooh, you came in at a great time as well. This is a high-octane set. Ryazo kind of getting clapped up a little bit in that round, almost a perfect from Ladewaybac, looking so confident, taking full advantage of the range advantage, stuffing out Ryazo's approaches.
JL, just air to air, JL locking down Ladewaybac.
What more could you want?
Find a way forward. You know, especially if I can reach the height that 2B has achieved, that would be spectacular. That feels good every time.
Speaking of height, using that little bit of a float mix-up, Ryazo not falling for it. Great awareness, brave counter. Please, I beg you, get off of me.
And
oh,
nice. Didn't follow through, just let the stagger 5L.
Yeah, I think Ladewaybac maybe not ready for that punish, just kind of swinging as a bit of a check, but is able to reset the neutral because of it, which has been going very much in Ladewayback's favor. Again, just those big normals have been difficult for Ryazo to zone break.
Got the late tech. Oh, jumping out away from the ult gate of demons. A beautiful JH.
That was nice.
Back is a match point.
That was really nice from Ladewaybac. Great read and a very safe read as well. You can option select whether or not you're going to actually swing or if it's just an empty hop. And with a character like 2B who has so many mix-ups off of that jump, your opponent can't really hard commit to a punish. Okay, this is the opportunity for Ryazo to get back into this. And your last opportunity at that has to make this next Oki opportunity commit. Oh, but the throw! That's not good.
Stagger there, 2M. Oh, what an interrupt there. The heavy on the approach. Ryazo closing out this round.
Okay, we're on the board. Ryazo has to make quite the comeback at this point. What's the round start going to look like? Just playing it safe. A little bit afraid maybe, hoping Ladewaybac is going to overextend, but that is not Ladewayback's MO. True to the name, just backing up, waiting for Ryazo to approach and punishing him.
This is where the offense really starts to become a problem for 2B. You have the 50% to at least get the Mirage. You have full stock on Brave points, but now you're fighting for your life, especially after this SPA spent from Ryazo.
Ryazo's waking up, maybe a little bit cold after sitting for a while. Dash back though gets red. Ladewaybac swinging out of the corner. The lack of fear from this man. Okay, we'll try to reset one more time in the corner.
Have to go for the full combination strike to at least build up some skill gauge. Throws the 6 claw. Another throw to finish. Ladewaybac. A rare treat to see. Is a fantastic character. I'm shocked we don't see more of them, but here we are. Maybe times are going to change in patch 2.00.
Yeah, there's still so many unknowns. What's going to gel with people going into this patch? And right now, Kain is certainly making a statement with this flashy character that, like you said, maybe a little bit underrepresented.
Heavy at close range. Goodness, looking for at least a challenge. Bombs away, and Kain tried to get the roll under. And again, I know I said earlier the answer can be to run under 2B when that happens, but it's a tight window. It's such a quick reaction you have to make. You have to know that's happening from your opponent.
Yeah, sometimes you may have the answer, but the answer's hard. It's tough.
Yeah. Especially with as much visual noise that you're so worried about in terms of what your resources are, your health point, positioning on the screen. Chip is going to be the answer here as we just casually walk up for a single shot.
We love Chip. Hold the stride.
Strip.
Oh, man, Ladewaybac held that float.
Expensive one. Already 50% down on skill gauge for it.
Yeah, making it count though, right? That's the balance. We're talking about resources a second ago. 2B has an extra gauge that you have to watch. I mean, same thing with Percival. You've got those stocks you got to build, but with 2B, it's a lot more in flux at all times.
And for a player like Ladewaybac, skill is just a nice to have for Ladewaybac. It's usually spent on just regular triple attacks, right? Called the combination strikes coming from 2B. Like, Lade's not reliant on skill. It helps 100%. Don't get me wrong. Like, is certainly capable of navigating the matchups without.
Yeah, definitely agree. Like, Ladewaybac plays very solid, very fundamental 2B. Like, you're not seeing silly little Bolt and gravity setups. It's just classic whiff cancels, punishing you for trying to press a button.
It does depend upon the era of Ladewaybac, like positioning of like the bracket, because sometimes Lade will open up another mix opportunity. We've not seen the gravity like you mentioned before, but Lade used to be very much, I'm going to do this gravity sub in the corner, but folks kind of adjusted to that. So Lade has made adjustments themselves, and it does end up being them coming out on top.
It was close though. Ooh, again. So many people are getting caught out by that. The way Ladewaybac just mixes up the timing on the hover makes it so deceptively tricky. It feels like you're getting hit by the same thing every time, but there's subtle differences catching people off guard. Ooh, swing for the fences. Speaking of.
JH, get the side swat. Bombs away. Gotta be careful.
This is that painful dimension that Ladewaybac just forces you into. Kain finding a way to just jab check out. Good little option there because it beats the throw as well, or at least, clashes with it. However, Ladewaybac, ever oppressive in the neutral, sending you right back where you came from. Doesn't have the resources to close it out, but trying to keep that pressure up and finds the opening.
Yes, indeed. With the Raging Chain, that will close out the round here. Ladewaybac, game 2 point right now. Losers finals being first to 3. We're back into the thick of it now.
Yeah, definitely. And oh man, that connects. Sometimes you forget just how easy it is to get caught at the beginning. Oh, you thought it was your turn? Okay, fine, it's your turn.
5, you got the parry, back special. This is the damage route here. Big swing.
Take my man to a golf course. He's got some anger to get out.
More like a batting cage at this point.
Yeah, you go to those places where you can just like smash a car. You ever seen those? It's so sick.
Yeah, the rage rooms. Yeah,
the rage is hype.
Oh, and unfortunately, with the crumple state, another one right behind it. Ladewaybac will close out game 2.
Ladewaybac trying to get to the fast track to grand finals here. Hasn't gotten an opportunity to go up against Yoza just yet. saying, Kain, you had your chance. You're gonna have to wait until ARC World Tour Finals if you want that run back.
The LCQ, we're calling it now?
Well, we'll see. LCQ Grand Finals.
Right, Flame Carpet in, double jump to escape, and just stays short of where Kain's position is. Weird spot for Kain to try to go for DP because of the angle that Percival launches. And he can't be quite sure because of that float. That's the other factor here against 2B. Yeah. Staggers, nice catch of the backdash.
And if anybody can optimize that float, it's Ladewaybac, making it so hard to get that guessing game. Like, yeah, I'm going to jump into the air. You can't punish it because who knows what I'm going to do while I'm up here.
The trade, actually a beneficial trade for Ladewaybac, but unfortunately still Kain pressing the offense and able to get out of victory here.
Picking the right time to come alive on the board here in this game number 3, but forced to make a reverse 3-0 comeback if you're going to move on. And Ladewaybac making a statement starting this potentially final round of this game, depending on how it goes. Great counter. Get those stocks going.
Yeah, this hurts, actually.
Yeah, that's...
wait a minute. I wonder if we would have just Okay. The combo limit leaves me questioning because I think we would have had enough to sequence it to super after the back EX special, but hey, Ladewaybac still getting that victory there.
Yeah, it was a really tight scenario, ending up with 49% meter. One away from potentially some other combo routes, but hey, ended up closing it out. Ladewaybac so good at those pressure resets, not necessarily because you're getting the perfect hit off of the Oki, but because Ladewaybac can just kind of dash back, hold the corner from a safe distance, and wait for you to do something. Ooh, great call with the ultimates go from Kain. Brave counter, though, going to reset the neutral.
Oh. That heavy, massive counter hit for Ladewaybac. We're going to see that corner carry that we saw originally in that game 1.
There's that damage once again. The resets in the corner. This time Kain swiping out a couple of times, but Swiper no swiping out here. He is exploring his opportunities, trying desperately to get back into this last round.
This position's absolutely terrifying because if you're left lingering, 2B will very quickly close the gap and get that whip punish here. That 5.
All sorts of great Arxis games on the calendar. Definitely check it out. Check out the Twitter to see when we're doing things like the Strive, the Blaze Blue, etc. Super fun to be here.
Grand Finals kicking off here with a bang as Yozamitsu really starts to run down against Ladewaybac.
Yeah. I feel like if you're Yoza, like the goal is get Ladewaybac nervous early with this kind of offensive pressure. You're taking a bit of a gamble on round start, but if you get this hit, you can see what happens, and immediately, like if you're on Ladewaybac side of things, you're just thinking, oh no. Oh no, I just got perfected in Grand Finals. 800 people just saw me get perfected.
The risk reward. As they said in patch 2.0, we reevaluated risk and reward, and here we are holding on to meter, praying that we get an opportunity to open things up. With a stagger 5L comes from Yozamitsu, opens Lade up completely.
Seems like it's all reward right now for Yoza, really showing the way to deal with 2B. In Yoza's case, it's just, I don't want to get into your long range, normal range. Let's get up close and personal. It's the Pantene space. You're so close, I can tell what shampoo you used this morning.
No, I have all sorts of concerns about that. It's impressive that you know. I have to assume it's based on smell, but also strange hobby.
Look, we care about our hair care products around here.
All right, there we go. Crescent for side swap.
And now finally we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown from Yoza, playing safer, threatening those big sword options, reminding you, I've got Setsuna, I've got big hits too. You can't just run in for free.
Yoza is running a clinic against Ladewaybac right now. What is
this is potentially going to be a very fast Grand Finals.
Oh, 2F.
Oh, what a catch! The timing.
Nice. Got the parry with the 5U. Bombs away. Oh, what a 2H pickup here just to get the extension possibility for back EX special there.
Ooh, nice little hover call there as well. All right, Ladewaybac starting to come alive, starting to see those options that got them so far in this bracket.
Sequence launch and the finish here for, excuse me, I spoke too soon. Oh, head hit. And also, Yozamitsu's not in chip territory yet. He's one more hit before we get there.
Oh, wait,
No,
I've seen this one
That's
before.
it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I didn't realize that that Ladewaybac was going to hit that combo limit in the corner. I thought we had enough to finish the job, and clearly so did Ladewaybac. But we are on tournament point.
That is so tough. Ladewaybac did so much right, but made that mistake. One thing wrong, and Yoza took it all the way to the bank. However, Ladewaybac, clearly not deterred, gets a counter hit in the corner. Rinse and repeat. We're running it back to do the same thing again.
In the plot here, grenade set up, and we just stand blocking, but the float into low, perfect round for Ladewaybac.
That's a clapback.
As you said in the last game, showing some life here on the side of Ladewaybac, and that is clearly the case.
Sometimes I feel like so much of it is just like finding your rhythm against a new opponent. How do I adjust the timings, the mix-ups of my pressure strings to be able to run my game plan against someone who goes about their defensive options just a little bit different?
Alt DP.
Oh, another counter hit.
Yeah, tried to start up on a crescent slash there, but Ladewaybac was so quick with the 5L grenades away.
Chip, watch the chip.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh. Both of them respecting each other on those Brave counters. You have to. Speaking of Brave counters, one more and Ladewaybac closes it out. But I was looking at those 0 BP and I was getting kind of scared. I don't know about you.
I was definitely worried about that. I was certainly looking at the meter from Ladewaybac because that determined how much opportunity Yozamitsu had to open up Lade. And it didn't hit that 50% tier quite yet, so we didn't have to worry about barrage or a chip kill by that point. But man, that was close.
Ooh. Okay, a little bit of scramble in the neutral here. Yoza committing, not getting punished though. Gets Ladewaybac into the corner, breaks free, but the air grab sending you out of the corner, but Yoza's still able to get a conversion off of it, tossing you right back in.
Mitsu keeping things locked down here. Final touch scenario.
Ooh.
We got it.
Great catch.
Quick 5L for that one. Cancel out of the corner, jump installed just to keep this pressure going. And at least get our side swap. Nice parry.
Ladewaybac has to play perfectly from here. We saw what happened when Ladewaybac made a mistake in this kind of position. Can you convert? Can you turn this around? Can you finish your plate?
Oh, wow, that is huge because of the delay on the next strike coming through in the gauntlet shot. But here we are. Raging Chain will finish round apiece in game number 4.
Still in this. It is not over just yet.
By a long shot here. DP, max range too.
Okay, good start. Not a lot of damage, but a lot of corner carry, which is, I think, a lot more important, especially the way Ladewaybac has been playing. But Yoza taking the risk on the DP, it pays off. And another throw into the corner. Yoza's been so on point. Whether it's the air throws, the ground throws, keeps finding them.
Oh no, dashed into it. It's that moment of hesitation right there. And the counter hit is substantial. Ladewaybac will get that full corner carry.
We going to game 5?
I mean, you've seen him come from Yozamitsu before. There's your late tech that's damaged Yoza. But 2L, immediate spend into SSBA with no break points on the line here. Not going to get our kill here, but it's going to be darn close.
Either way, you've got to wake up to get through here. Ladewaybac trying to find an opening, and the chase down to the finish there. Yoza pressing forward, pressing buttons, and going to be our Granblue versus number 43 champion.